Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here, I really appreciate it. So I am starting over on the diet, but I've decided to do this one instead of her 30-day one, which was this one. And I read through it, and this was the one I did originally, and I really love it because it has beginner, intermediate, and advanced settings that you can do. And she starts you out like wherever you're at. You can kind of choose where you want to start with it. So I went through and highlighted, I don't know if you can see that or not, for each of the 10 steps, where I'm at and where I wanted to start at. Most of them I've done intermediate. The chemicals I did advanced. Said to do advanced, try to eliminate all foods that contain harmful chemicals and make non-chemical real foods the majority of your diet. So I'm good with that. I don't mind doing that. Caffeine, I went to beginner because I drink a lot of caffeine, and I have for a very long time. So I don't know that I can give it up that quick. The beginner one said no more than 2 caffeine beverages a day. 2 cups of coffee or 1 coffee, 1 tea. Normal 6-ounce beverages. So intermediate was no more than 5 a week, which would be less than 1 a day. Advanced was all caffeine. So I'm going to start at the beginner level on that one. But that I think is the only beginner one I'm doing. Sugar, I did intermediate, which was stop adding sugar to your food and limit yourself to 3 desserts a week. Gradually make those desserts less and less sweet. The reason I didn't do advanced there is because her advanced one is no more refined sugar, period, in any form. And I don't know that I'm able to do that yet. So I went to intermediate on that. For meat, I did intermediate because I still like meat. And she's basically, the advanced one was eliminate all red meat and pork from your diet. Period. Make sure your poultry is free range and fish is from unpolluted waters, and experiment with vegetarian meals, and I'm not ready for that. So I went to intermediate, which is limit red meat and pork to 3 times a week. So try to eat free range poultry and meat whenever possible. That I could do that. That's doable. Dairy, I did advanced because it's give up all dairy products, use dairy substitutes, but don't overdo it, as it may take a while for your body to clean out all the dairy. So that I can do. I gave up dairy before, and when I did it, even when I started back with dairy, I never did it as much as I did originally. Like, I don't do cheeseburgers anymore, and I don't get cheese anymore. The only time really that I see cheese is when it's on like Parmesan chicken or something like that, or if we're at Olive Garden, or on salads if I buy them. If I make my own salad, I typically won't even put that on it. Butter I use for like the bulletproof coffee, so I was using that a lot. And when I started keto, I did more cheese because like the chips were made of cheese, everything's made of cheese, which is why I don't think, but I really don't think it's good for me. So I do plan on giving up all dairy. I can do, there are enough substitutes out there that it shouldn't be a problem. Food combining, I did advanced. Properly food combine all 3 meals, making lunch your protein meal most often. That I'm going to try to do because the intermediate one was a little too easy. It was basically food combine 1 meal, preferably dinner, was a beginner, and then intermediate was just 2 meals a day. So I think I can do it the whole time. So I went to advanced on that. Fat, cut your calculated fat intake by 1/3. So I can do that. And then, exercise and stress, I did do beginner on that because my back is hurt, my foot is hurt, and I am I weigh even more now than I did a few days ago when I did the other video. I've now gone up another pound, so I'm going to start at the beginner level, walk a mile at a comfortable pace 3 times a week, which I thought was a lot for a beginner level, but the intermediate one was walk or jog 2 miles 4 days a week, and I thought I don't think I'm there yet. So I'm going to start at beginner on that one, on that thing. Sleep, I did advanced. Basically, keep a sleep journal, and try to establish healthy sleeping habits so it's not bad. And then Gusto she has. I did intermediate. It's basically read the chapter on Gusto once a week and then find Gusto in one activity every day. So that would be kind of fun. And I also like that she's got a lot of the questions. She talks about the rainbow theory that she does, but she talks about yin and yang and salty and sweet and that kind of thing. One of the things I really liked in the book was chewing. She has a section on chewing your food. She says your stomach doesn't have teeth, so you should chew your food till it's almost liquid. And I like that. Anyway, she talks about all the different, all the macro molecules, fats, proteins, and what's the other one? Fat, protein, carb. There you go. And then she has her food combining thing, like the picture of it on here, that you can use to go by. She also, what was the other thing? So here's her food combining chart, and she's got it in there on how to mix it and everything, and how to work everything. So I've got that. And then she has her personal food combining tips, which I like. So, drink 2 glasses of water for every ounce of liquor. Drink spring or bottled water only. And then she says, if you mess up, which I have been doing a lot, if you mess up, things that you can do to kind of balance it out so it won't be as bad. So I really like that. Anyway, I kind of went through, and I don't know if you can see where I've highlighted things throughout it as I went through it. So I think I'm ready. I hope I'm ready. Oh, and she does a thing on face reading, which I really like. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. On how to read your face, and based on like pimples or swollen or dark circles and that kind of thing, you can determine what area of your health is being affected by it. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's where I'm at. New weight though, because you know, it wasn't bad enough hitting the 202 and making me crazy. It has now gone up to 203.1. And my blood pressure has shot up to 165 over 97, which is insane. My pulse rate was still lower, which is good, but God, I've got to do something. It's getting ridiculous. I have got to do something. So I'm back on track. I'm gonna pretty much start. I think what I'm gonna do is like the fruit in the morning. Now I bought apples. I went to the grocery store yesterday and bought apples and things that I can do on the diet. And I ate an apple yesterday morning, and I ate an apple this morning, and it was really neat because I think it's really just the apple has made me feel really good. I had it this morning before going to work. At lunch, I kind of broke out of it and had a chicken sandwich at Zaxby's with fries because I went with a bunch of people. But anyway, back on track now, and I felt better just since the apple. I've had more energy, so I think it's because of the apple. Now, I also bought Lucky Charms because they're whole grain. They are carbs. They have very low protein, very low fat, and so they fit in with the food combining thing. And so I had that with soy milk, and it made my stomach hurt. It was awful. So I won't do that again. I threw out the Lucky Charms, and I'm not going to be doing cereal because I thought cereal would work, but I don't think it's going to. So I'm back to just fruit in the morning, protein for lunch, and I've still got to kind of work out what I can have that will be high protein without the dairy. So that's going to be tricky. So I'm still kind of working on that. Now, right now, while I have time to do it, I can do it. But but I did find out that the Zaxby's salad thing will actually work because it's not starchy carbs. So I can do that for lunch until school starts. So that'll be okay. But dinner is basically going to be vegetables, vegetable plates, wherever I can get them. Rice and stuff on top of it. But I'm betting that's going to get old after a while. So I'm still kind of working on that. But then, I could always do like oatmeal with toast, something like that. So it's not impossible to do. And I'm going to be working on that. So I'm going to be keeping a food diary every day. I'm also going to be drinking more water. I'm going to try to drink 2 glasses of water a day. I know it's not very much, but considering I don't drink any, it's better. It'll get me started. So that's my goal. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. And so things are really bad weight-wise and blood pressure-wise. So starting again. So we're going to say this is the beginning of week 52 second time. So anyway, wish me luck. If you would like to join me, please comment below. It would be great to have any kind of help. I would really love it. And I will see you in a week. And hopefully all these numbers here will change and go down, and everything will be better in a week. So hopefully that's kind of what I'm aiming for. I'm also going to exercise every day, some form of, even if it's just a minute. And I know I said that before and I haven't done it yet, but I am going to. That's going to start too. So tomorrow, new day, new me, new beginning. And hopefully this time I'll get it right and I'll be able to stick to it and stay with it long enough for it to really yield some really good results. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope that your diet's going great. I hope that you are really doing well. And I will see you in a week. Bye.